Do masculine men crave peaceful partners, peaceful women? Yes, they do. And this can be misunderstood by women to their detriment and result in a dynamic where the woman loses her voice in the relationship and her needs do not get met. So, what do I mean by that? What I mean is, a man wants peace in a relationship, of course. He doesn't want a woman who is stuck in a bunch of drama and is judgmental and is arguing and nagging, and he's always having to tiptoe around eggshells, and there's always a problem with his leadership or a problem with him in some kind of way. He's always putting out fires, emotional fires. That's not fun for a man. That's not fun for anybody. However, that also does not mean that a woman needs to be quiet to create that peace. A woman who notices that there is a problem, or a woman who is feeling anxious about something, or a woman who is angry about something that the man is doing or not doing, and to create that peace, she stays quiet. It's like, oh yeah, of course, a man needs peace in a relationship, so I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to cause problems. I don't want to be too much. So I'll just stay silent and I'll just hope that the problem fixes itself. This is the wrong way to interpret this message that a man wants peace. Because, of course, a man wants peace. But that doesn't mean the peace should come by a woman dishonoring herself, by stepping out of her feminine self-worth, by stifling her voice. And unfortunately, this is what many women end up doing. And I would say a huge number of women in relationships, the number one problem is not that they are crazy, judgmental boss babes, though that can absolutely be an issue as well. But at least with my clients, what I see more often, not exclusively, but more often, is women speaking up way less than they should be in a relationship. And what happens when a woman speaks up way less than she should is, first of all, the man doesn't know what she needs, isn't aware of how he is emotionally impacting her. And men can be, unfortunately, a little oblivious about that for some reason. They're not able to read that a woman is unhappy. So they don't know. And then they also don't care as much as they could. And the reason they don't care is because when a woman stays silent, she's not communicating that she is worthy of being taken care of. She's not communicating that her needs matter and that her feelings matter. And when a woman is communicating a lack of self-worth, a man's inspiration and attraction for her start to go down. Just a normal thing. Just like when a man, you've probably experienced this as a woman, when a man is demonstrating he doesn't feel worthy of you, what happens to your attraction? What happens to your desire to be in the bedroom with him? What happens to your respect for him? What happens for your ability to open to him, right? All of that starts to shift. So the same thing is happening for a man, it just looks a little different. The problem that many women experience, though, is you try to speak up. You try to share what's going on. You share your experiences, your feelings, problems, whatever. And a man doesn't respond well. And he gets reactive or he gets defensive. He responds poorly, maybe like a child, emotionally, something that scares you in some kind of way. And what you learn, this is a message that he's giving you. What you learn from this message is it's not safe for me to share my needs, to open up. To create peace in this relationship, I need to share less. I need to be more silent. I need to not rock the boat. And that's how I will be his peace. That's what you learn because you're not getting the kind of reaction that you need from a man. We need a solution to this. And there is a solution. And I'm going to help explain what that solution is, where you can be a man's peace but still have your voice. Before we talk about that, I'm going to briefly introduce myself. Hello, my name is Zach Rody. I'm here to lead you into creating the relationship of your dreams using your feminine energy and what I call feminine communication to inspire a man into cherishing you. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that below. Hit the notification bell and be sure to like this video because I'm going to make sure it's a good one for you. And if you would like help learning how to shift out of your unhealthy control patterns that are pushing away a man's devotion and into inspiring a man, into cherishing you, then go below this video, open up the description. You're going to see the link to relationshipyourdreams.com. That's my main website. Press that and then watch the main video on that page. And it's going to help you understand why you're not getting the devotion that you need. Okay, so what's the answer to this? The answer to this is yes, you need to communicate, but you need to do it in a feminine way. And this is what I call feminine communication. There's a reason that feminine communication is so important. And that is because a man's greatest need is to be respected as the man, as the leader, as your hero in the relationship. This is not an ego thing. I mean, yes, it is going to be impacting his ego, but it's deeper than that. It's instinctual. A man needs to be treated with this reverence, just like you need to be treated by being cherished, by experiencing a man's devotion for you. These are deep needs, and they're okay. And that doesn't make a man fragile when he doesn't like you communicating in a different way. Doesn't mean he's insecure. He might be fragile. He might be insecure. I'm not saying that he isn't, but I'm saying that is his masculine instinct. I have that as well, right? I'm not going to get all butthurt and crazy with my wife if she doesn't communicate with me with respect. I will lovingly lead her into showing her how to communicate in a better way, in a feminine way. I will teach her more feminine communication. But that's because I learned how to do that. Most men, if they haven't worked with us in our academy program, they probably don't know how to do that. But their instinct is still activating because you're not meeting their need for respect. So feminine communication is really important. And don't get this twisted. This is not about twisting yourself into knots. This is not about contorting yourself like, oh, I got to communicate in this really specific way so that my man doesn't get reactive. If you focus on it from that energy, then you're actually still in your masculine energy. You're still controlling, just in a different way. You're putting on a femininity costume. You're trying to get the outcome of being peaceful in the relationship, of creating peace in the relationship. That's not your job. That is not your focus. Your focus needs to be communicating in a way that feels good for you. You're doing it for you. That's what feminine communication is all about. The side effect of doing it for you is that a man is going to love it. Or at least a masculine man will love it. An unhealthy man, he might have some woundings that come up around it. But a healthy man, he's going to enjoy it. He's going to want you to communicate in this way. It's going to inspire him into wanting to take care of you more. And you are, by communicating in this way, being his peace. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be sharing problems. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be sharing your negative feelings, right? It's like you can share how sad you're feeling. You can share how much anxiety is coming up for you. You can even share how angry you are because of something that he has done or not done. But when you do it in an emotionally responsible, feminine way, where you are not energetically penetrating him, you're not blaming him, you're not judging him, you're not making him wrong, you're not making him the problem, you are fully owning this for you, not to tiptoe around his ego, but you're doing it for you because it feels good for you to be emotionally responsible and for you to be in your feminine, then he will experience peace. He will experience peace, but just in a different way, because you're not putting anything onto him emotionally, energetically. And then he gets to step up for you and be the hero, even if he's saving you from himself and his own immature or irresponsible behavior sometimes. He gets to be the hero and create a better relationship for you. That's him leading in a peaceful relationship. So don't be afraid of rocking the boat. Don't be afraid of being too much. Don't be afraid of not being the peaceful woman that he needs. You must honor your heart by communicating what's coming up for you. You do that with feminine communication. That means being permissive. That means being vulnerable. That means sharing the problems that you are experiencing for you. You're not judging him as the problem. You're sharing the problem that you are experiencing. That means expressing your needs. You're not trying to get him to meet those needs. You're just vulnerably expressing them cleanly. Now, may I please have some help? I'm really struggling with this feeling. I don't know what to do, right? That's very different than accusing him with a bunch of questions or energetically penetrating him with judgments. This is what I would love to help you do. Learn how to communicate in this way and make it fully natural for you. Help you communicate in a way where it actually feels good for you to do this, where you can just let go of all the control. You're still in all of your feelings. You're not in your head communicating them, so you can fully be in them. They might feel really big for you, but you're not putting those feelings onto him. and it feels amazing for him, and he's just inspired to want to take care of you. This is what we do in our Academy program for women, where we lead you into making these shifts. We lovingly correct you when you make mistakes. We help you feel all of your feelings fully so you can accept yourself, so you can get out of any kind of compliance patterns, any kind of fawning, any kind of disrespect. And if you would potentially like our help learning how to make these shifts, then book a call with me. 100% free call. And I'm not going to just start selling you into the Academy, because first I need to know if the Academy is even right for you. What we will do is we will talk all about what's going on in your love life, the problems that you're experiencing, how you are showing up in a way that might be pushing away the devotion that you need. And I'll tell you everything that I'm seeing. I might give you some corrections as well. I'll give you some feedback. I'll give you some coaching so that no matter what you do, whether you work with us or not, you now have a lot more information about how to make these shifts so that you can have the love life that you need. And if I do believe that the Academy is right for you, that we can definitely help you in our program, we can talk all about it. You can ask me any questions that you have about it after we finish talking about you, and then you can decide whether you'd like to work with us. If that resonates with you, if you're feeling like, yeah, I need to get on this call, then book that call. Go to my website, below this video, open up the description, relationshipyourdreams.com, click on that link, then book the call with me. We're going to have a great time. I'm not scary. You might be scared, but we're just going to have a lot of fun, and I will see you on that call. I'm looking forward to it. Bye till next time.